we are really missing, and this is from both you guys, we are really missing a variety platform on telly.
I saw Adam Hills a few days after that show went to air, his first show. And I thought it was one of the best first shows I've seen.
Yep.
And I said, listen, I might be too close to this to comment, but I feel like his show has filled the void that Rove left.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But without actually being Rove or like looking like Rove or like it's quite different. He's a different host.
It's more sort of more homely than Rove was a bit more showbizy, I reckon.
Yeah. I think you're right.
It was a bit more.
It is
because
on
it
the
involves
ABC.
the audience. Because of the ABC, because it involves the audience, it's sort of homespun or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was always going to be,
but they're both nice sort of guy images.
Yeah, they're similar, but I think it's just got weirdly a different feel. I think they've done really well to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's been a very impressive start.
there was always going to be comparisons to people like Rove, particularly because he was our most recent, sort of variety killer. Is the Australian television market ready for more than one?
Oh yeah.
I think so. I always think it's just hard to find them. I mean, this is where anyone who was critical of Rove always kind of said, well, everyone wants to do this kind of show. Where are they? And people have tried, and a lot of people have failed, and they're really hard shows to pull off.
Yeah.
And
they're not as easy as you think.
Yeah, they are a lot tougher, and that's where Adam has made a great start to this.
I think because Australia, you suffer from that thing, lack of guests too. So if you're not Graham Norton, he's got Matt Damon, Christian Aguilera, and a funny comedian. Here we're like limited by the people you can get. You would have found it in Rove. I'm sure they just sat around going. So then you got to just make the show funny in itself. That's why you had Rove was good at you and Hughesy and Hamish and Andy.
Yep.
So people just tune in for the fun, and the guests were like an added. bonus.
I think that was a conscious decision by the producers, and you're right. Like you do watch those UK shows and the US shows, and they do have amazing guest stars, and you do feel the difference in the studio when you have Matt Damon in the studio compared to when your biggest guest in the studio is
ostentatious
or Mark Holden. And no offense to Mark Holden.
Or Shane Warne and Liz Hurley.
Oh,
well, they're big stars.
That would be legitimately big. I mean, there would be a vibe in the studio.
And the thing is, the really famous people in Australia, like Eric Baudet, Shane Warne, they don't want to go on those shows because they don't have to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They'll go on when they're promoting something, but that's it.
It's funny. We had
and who to blame?
Jeffrey Rush, Kate Blanchett, and on Rove, I don't think.
Kevin Rush.
Tony Collette did, and Eric Banner did, Hugh Jackman did. There were a few big stars.
And that's over 10 years too, isn't it? And then Rove was on like, how many weeks a year? 40 weeks a year?
Yeah, well, it wasn't long years. We did like 44 weeks a year. They were like really... The last couple weren't as long, but...
There was a time though when there was Rove, The Panel, Hey, maybe one other one. There was like a time when there's a lot of competition for guests. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they go, you can go on Hey, but you can't do The Panel.
Yes.
And there would have been Good Newsweek as well. So it was like at least 4 sort of variety vehicles.
It was kind of funny when Ben Elton was on Hills the next night. You had like Arch did both.
Yeah. Tim Minchin did both.
Did they know that they were going to do both?
Yeah, they must have known.
By the second week, you would have to guess.
You'd have to ask
they're in
them.
town, and it's best booking agents in the country.
Yeah.
Guys, to let you go, because you've been very generous with your time. One last question.
We're hanging around here.
You just, I just pulled up. You guys were asleep. I gave you
We
a nudge.
both have 3 children each, and we're in Brisbane, so we're just happy to be anywhere away from our children. Not that we don't love them, but geez, they wake up a lot.
I hear that. As a father of 2, I reflect.
You're a father of 2?
I am. Gorgeous little children.
How old?
I'll bore you with them later. 5 and 3.
Oh, yeah, you're in the middle of it. Yeah.
Well, one's about to turn 6 and one's about to turn 18.
Yeah, that's annoying.
The little girl.
Oh, girls are... you got 3 boys.
3 boys.
Yeah, girls come in.
You've missed out. It's a joy.
I don't think I have. I've got a halfback flank.
Good.
I have a Nirvana tribute band.
Yes. You got 3 amigos.
Got 3 amigos. Government supervisors.
Who have I got? Anyway, I can't think of that.
Stand-up comics.
2 girls and a guy.
Stand-up
You've
comics.
got 2.5 men.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right now I have.
That's awesome.
And my youngest son has been doing rock.
Good.
It's a big 7 gram rocks.
The same bit.
And he goes to kinder and he has these 2 goddesses that he talks about. It's a bit weird.
But he's a winner.
Yeah.
And look, if you were to take the stuff that he's on, your face would melt.
Yeah.
What are you guys watching on television?
I watch more.
Anything that Pete's on. Yeah.
I am watching Adam Hills tonight. I'm watching Laid.
Yes.
Yeah, Laid's funny.
Loving Laid.
I've IQ'd a lot of Laid, so I still
Yeah,
I've got
Laid's
catching
funny.
up to do. I started just watching that at Friday Night Lights, which I'm great.
Yeah, I saw the movie. That was a movie, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Yes.
The movie was great.
Yep.
Directed by and produced by the same guy, Peter Berg.
Peter Berg.
Chicago Hope.
Chicago Hope.
And Mad Men, 30 Rock,
Yeah.
Modern Family. I like Good Wife. I think The Good Wife's underrated. I think that's a cracking show.
My wife would be right there with you. She loves the Good
Yeah,
Wife.
I'm massively into The Good Wife.
I watched Jesters.
Yeah.
Mick Malloy is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
he's always been one of my favourite comedians, but he is very. His new series is I didn't see much of the first one.
Yeah, I got to
The
catch up
second
on
one
it.
is really funny. Like,
Additional
very
budget
funny.
has helped, I think. That
Yeah.
they've come back and said, hey, this has actually worked. Let's give you a little bit more dough. Let's do some more
Yeah.
with it.
Mick's funny. I think he's playing a character close to who he is. I don't know, but he's playing that grumpy, older comic.
He looks like he's having fun.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
What else do I watch? Breakout on. Breakout is a great show about guys. It's a documentary series about guys who break out of jail.
Serious?
Yeah, it's also Thursday night on National Geographic, and it is great. Because they're all real stories, and they always get fucking caught. They always end up back in jail. But just how these guys break out of jail,
Yep.
it's inspirational.
Ice Truckers.
And I don't like ice truckers. I know what you mean. I'm trying to break
Deadliest
out of my
Catch?
house.
Deadliest Catch.
I'm trying to think of my IQ. What else to tap? A breakout's a big one on the Thursday.
Well,
Big
that-
Love. I like
my
Big
IQ.
Love.
Yep.
Big Love on SBS.
Yeah.
Is that an aspirational thing?
Three
or-
Wives. He's got a good bill. I tell you what.
Charlie Sheen.
He's got Chloe Sevigny. He's got Margene and the girl
Jiggly.
and the girl who was in
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
No, but he's one of
What's the actress name?
Madeline Stowe.
Yes.
Madeline Stowe.
Oh, Jean Triplehorn.
Jane Triplehorn. Jane Triplehorn is the older.
She sounds one. She sounds one.
Jane Triplehorn is the older wife.
Yeah.
Chloe Sevigny is the second wife, and the third one is Margene, who is
He's just on an interview. That girl. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the daughter's the girl who's become famous in the ABBA musical and stuff. The blonde.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always meant to get into that series, but I haven't yet.
Oh, it's Big Love is good. I like Big Love.
If I haven't mentioned Mad Men.
Mad Men's
You have,
great.
but that's good. That's
Best
totally
TV shows
valid.
ever: Sopranos, West Wing.
Yep.
Sopranos great.
Probably those two.
West Wing too wordy for me. I couldn't follow.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to uni.
Arrested Development.
I went to uni, but I couldn't follow West Wing.
Arrested Development as well.
Best TV show ever was Phoenix. Was the cop show.
Digging the
Phoenix?
depths. I do, sadly, yes.
What do you mean, sadly?
Not a fan.
I
The
think.
ABC series.
Yes.
It preceded Blue Murder and Wild
Was it before
Side.
Blue Murder?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Oh, I don't think it was. No, I
Yeah,
think it was after.
yeah.
I think the best.
Blue Murder was
The best three
fantastic.
things that have ever been on Australian television, made in Australia.
Been out live?
Blue Murder. Blue Murder.
Let Loose Live.
Bob Morrison.
Let Loose Live, which I was on.
Australia versus.
So,
I was asked to be on. What's the other one that I was on? What was the other quiz package? It's called the Bob Morrison Project. What was that called?
no, it's Bob Morrison.
What was that one called? The Thingy Project. I was
No,
on
there was
that.
Australia versus.
Something.
The,
what were
the
you gonna say?
Spearmint Project.
I was on the Spearmint Project.
Spearmint Experiment. Blue Murder.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Love My Way.
Fantastic.
Frontline.
Oh, Frontline Gold.
There you go, through.
Excellent.
Arcade. Short lips. So good. Yeah.
Oh, this
Trying to think
is
of
good.
other shows I was on that are bad. I've been on a lot.
And Road before to go into the trophy room.
Before the game trophy
Yeah.
room.
And the bounce.
Nepotism
Bix
is not.
and Specs. Let Loose Live. Awesome. Eric Banner Tonight Show. I was on that.
Let's get out.
Skidhouse. Skidhouse was good.
Yeah.
Full Frontal.
Actually, I'll be very rude with one last question for both you guys. Steering away from this. What have you written for that you've enjoyed and maybe it hasn't been
I've
so
only
far?
written for the shows I've been on besides my first writing job actually was with you.
Oh, what was
totally,
that?
totally full frontal.
Totally Full Frontal, that's right. Yeah,
I was
right.
on for 6 weeks.
And then you got Rogue.
Well, no, I left after 6 weeks. So I wrote a sketch, and this is Dave and Mark O'Toole were head writers, and this is not a reflection on them because I believe it came from a producer. But I wrote a sketch, and the headline, the punchline was had the word illiterate in it.
Ah, yeah.
And it got okayed by Dave and Mark.
They said it was good.
Is this good?
Thumbs up.
They're up for it because you know when it goes to the next level.
Yeah.
And then it came back and it said it's not going ahead because this is when there's a weird system where everyone was on minutes. So
Yeah.
you had to write. You might be
long
contracted
time
for
ago.
like 3 minutes, so you had to fill those 3 minutes. And so I was like, cool, I got one up. And then the producers came back and said, we're not going to go with it because our audience, we don't think they would know what the word illiterate means.
Because they are illiterate. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
I don't think I want to work here anymore. But it was fun. It was mighty.
Working in the thing about those shows, the writers' room used to be a lot of fun, and you
It
know
was.
this from Rover and Skid House.
Yeah.
Just sit around with other comics, it's great fun.
Yeah.
And they don't do that a lot these days. But I did Full Frontal.
You develop writer's diet where you're drinking flavoured milk and sausage rolls.
And talking shit most of the day.
Talking shit, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
And 30 Rock, you can tell that she's actually worked in writers'
Yeah, that's pretty
That
accurate.
is very accurate. There's
Yeah.
always the guys who went to uni, a bit more intellectual.
Yeah.
There's the stand-up guys. It's the one woman. There's
Yeah.
always one woman. and it's very similar. And there's the wacky dude. The best show I've ever written on. I wrote on Michaela's ABC series.
Yes.
You know, people always love that. They're always impressed by that. And I wrote one really long sketch, and a lot of little sketches, but one long one about a blender. I wrote that one. So yeah, that's always.
People will be racing to YouTube now to find that, because that's
it's a
the only
blender
way
one.
you can consume some of those
Where
things.
he cuts, the guy is selling blenders, and he's got his arms behind his back, Francis Greenslade.
Yes.
And then he goes,
Funny man.
and Sean goes, point out which one it is, and he puts his hand out, and he's got bandages on his hands. Cut his hands on the. Oh, it's just.
It's good.
But I've written on some. I wrote on it. Oh, anyway. A lot of different shows. I don't write on shows much anymore, but.
No, I love the write some.
So you wrote a
drama.
movie.
I wrote a movie.
And I wrote a movie. I wrote a few movies, but
I don't write much, just movies.
Yeah, but I wrote movies a while ago with Marco. One called Takeaway, which is quite good, but the other one, yeah, anyway. But it wasn't for me. But you wrote one for you. You wrote yours.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea.
Oh, yeah, I didn't write it for. It wasn't like this.
You were going to play the dwarf, but
Yeah. I just.
the casting agent.
You wrote it just to be on set with Megan Gale.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was fun, but you know, I'd love to write some more. I'd love to write some like TV drama. I love to write like Offspring. I love Offspring. Offspring's another show I love.
Yeah.
Massive Ashley Ketty fan. I think she's the best actress in the country.
She was on everything last year.
Yeah.
And on Everything Naked last year.
I don't know. Her characters annoy me. I've never met her.
Oh, she's lovely.
She seems to. Well, sorry.
And don't be. Don't offend Ashley Ketty.
Don't be a hater,
I know
Dave.
she's a good friend of yours.
I think she's the greatest. Not
She's a good actress.
I think she's the best actress in the country at the moment.
That's a big call.
It's pretty cool.
Not
I'm
unreasonable.
more a Toddy Goldsmith fan. So.
And with that, Dave O'Neil, Peter Helliar, thank you guys.
She's got some. I've got to meet her. There's stuff in the bag for me.
I'm calling Asher.